SiriusXM, what's up? It's Swaggy Sie. It is the Culture Trap on Hip Hop Nation. Now, I got this guy, man. He's fresh off this big award. Last time I saw him is when he came fresh off the stage at Rolling Loud, and he was just so lit. So I'm like, yo, I'm glad that you were in the city and stopped by. Lil Nas X, what's happening, man?
What's up? What's up?
I know, like, I'm so glad you're here. I want to break down this moment. Let's get straight into it. Winning Song of the Year at the VMAs, like, what was that moment like for you?
I was already prepared. I knew I was gonna win that one specifically.
Right, I saw that you had to be prepared with the scroll. Like, obviously,
I was just like, I was ready to use the scroll more than win the award, honestly. But like, it was incredible, especially like because like honestly, not even want to be funny. Like, I was like, okay, Taylor Swift probably going to take all of these. But I was so happy to win that. Yeah.
I was rooting for you, man. I was sitting at home on my couch, like I had my Instagram. I'm like, yeah, song of the year, let's go. I was mad hype. I was probably more hyped than you because you seemed super chill when you gave your speech. Like,
yeah, I had to give another one on Instagram, but
yeah, you did. You're good at like toilet speeches and shit.
Yeah, though, just like going up there, it was almost hard to talk because everybody was like clapping and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize the mic could pick up me from up there.
That all the way, yeah. But a lot of people throughout the show were like leaning all the way down too, so it wasn't like that was something that you wouldn't have or would have known anyway. But you came straight off of the longest running #1. What did that feel like? 19 weeks straight. I was over here counting down on Hip Hop Nation. Each and every time I'm talking in the Old Town, I'm like, yo, it's been 16 weeks. It's been 17 weeks. It's been 18 weeks. I'm like, yo, how long can this guy go? What was that feeling like?
It felt like a race that just never stopped going for, it almost felt like a given. Like every week the chart came, I was like, oh, I'm going to be #1 again,
And how do you, obviously you kept reinventing yourself for that #1. All the remixes, which were fire. Like, I think every remix was fire to the point where like Dolly Parton got on a remix. Like, it was like nonstop. Do you have any more remixes in your back pocket that we don't know about?
Nah, I mean there were a couple made, but they're not dropping. But
I saw Joe Jonas was a little sad that his remix didn't make the cut.
I'm dead.
What happened to Joe? What happened to Joe's remix?
I don't know. Got trapped in the fire.
It got lost in the sauce?
Yeah, got lost in the sauce.
Well, your stardom came pretty quick off of this #1. And how were you able to kind of balance all of this out? Being that this was the first big record that kind of just peaked for you ASAP. Not just financially, but like mentally as well.
Say that last part one more time.
So like, how are you able to cope with the stardom right now, financially and mentally? Because there's a lot of people or a lot of artists who they probably get a lot of money very quickly and then they blow a lot of money very quickly. So on the financial aspect, how are you managing that?
From the second I started to like take music like serious, like months after I started making it, like literally last year, I had everything in mind. So, I was like, okay, I know I'm going to do this. I'm going to get up there quick. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to do it. So, I just had like things in mind, like, okay, let's make sure, I'm good here, I'm good there, and stuff like that. And like with money, I've never like, of course, like I'm a materialistic person, but I'm not gonna go out of my way and spend like hell of money on like.
Yeah, I see you don't rock any jewelry. Like,
I mean, if it's like a award show like last night or something.
Yeah.
But it's not like because jewelry like sometimes it's like a little too cold or
the ice or heavy. The ice is too heavy, too
annoying
cold.
Sometimes. But like.
But what do you splurge on then? What's your fix?
On? I I don't know. I mean, I get like back massages sometimes, so get a couple of those every week, maybe.
I was gonna say if you say a couple of those every day, like, how much time do you have for back massages, yo?
I'm dead.
Yo.
You get your back start messing up when you on them planes every day.
I could imagine, man. You flying jet set over here, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this record, Old Town Road. I want you to introduce it, man.
This is Lil Nas X, and you're about to hear this brand new song called Old Town Road. Let's go.
Yes, Hip Hop Nation, we are back. It is SiriusXM. Lil Nas X is in the building. What's up, yo?
Yes. What's up?
You just be so calm, so laid back. I remember at Rolling Loud, you was like, yeah, I met Cardi. And I met Ye, and he took a picture with me, and I'm like, yo, like, you need to be a little bit more excited about these things.
I'm very excited. It's just like,
So, instantly, right, we have this EP that dropped, 7, which I love. It shows so much versatility from you. And yeah, for real. You gotta give yourself a round of applause for that joint. But you have this record on there, Panini.
Yes.
And I love this record. Like, before it was like, yo, this is the radio record. I was like, yo, this shit right here is hard. Like,
Yes.
I already knew what type of time it was. And I was like, okay, when Lil Nas X comes through, I want to talk about it properly. So I bought some paninis. I want to know, I didn't know if you was hungry or something, but like, can we get some paninis here? Yeah, I don't know. We got some steak joints. We got some chicken joints. I don't know what you eat. What do you...
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's just open them up.
I don't know. You got me on a full stomach right now.
Oh, you on a full stomach? Damn, son. We got a couple joints.
Who's these from?
These are from our good friends downstairs. They're like...
they're warm. I didn't know this was paper at first. I was finna say, I don't know about this bun, but
I wouldn't do you like that. Come on, I'm very picky. I would not do you like that, man. I got a couple joints. Yeah. So I'm like, listen, I want to talk about this record Panini you have out. Are you vegan or vegetarian or anything?
Nah, but I don't try to eat too much meat.
Really?
Yeah.
I just went pescatarian, so that's why I asked you. It's been pretty hard. I've been telling everybody.
It's definitely hard.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, I'm gonna get some paninis. I'm gonna talk about this record. I think this is this is right here. This is for me. I don't know if you want half of this right here.
Nah, I'm good. Let me eat something for the camera.
Yeah. You just take a bite for the camera.
All right, I got it.
But seriously, for Panini, like, what was the thought process in this record, or was there any thought process in this record?
All right, say that again.
Was there a thought process behind Panini?
Panini was like probably the first song I made for this EP. And it was kind of like just me like in a mindset of almost like a person who's gone from nothing and now they're like moving up in the world, and like they've had like these fans like before they started to like really pop. And those fans don't love you as much anymore. They may like be fans or maybe like family members or something like that. And it's like they love you when you're working towards it.
Right.
And not once you like actually have it or like you're up there, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, with a lot of this happens to like a lot of people in any kind of industry where they're moving up in, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like how people like something when they be like, oh, I knew about this way before you or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like once it's finally like
popped
getting
off.
noticed, and it's like, oh, this is overrated now. Like this isn't good anymore because everybody likes it.
Because everybody likes it, like paninis. I get you, man. But you killed that performance at the VMAs.
Thank you.
Like, choreography, I was not expecting that from you. Like, I didn't know you had moves like that. I knew you had maybe a moonwalk in you or something like that, but you full-blown choreography.
Yeah, I wanted to try something new, most like old town road performance style, just to go out there and like hit a little too. So I was like, hey, what if I did like a
If you killed it, right?
Yeah.
That's
did like a whole, Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you did. You did a whole But I was wondering, you put this disclaimer out the next day that there was a malfunction in your suit.
Yeah.
What happened? It just started smoking, like.
The crazy thing is, like, the suit, we practiced in the suits a million times.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, like, it gets to the one time when we need it the most, and like we're all like behind the little,
behind the stage, basically.
Yeah, like behind the stage, pretty much.
Yeah.
And like everybody's like, "Oh, we finna do it!" Like, yeah, let's go. And then like this girl who's like one of my main dancers behind me, like one of the 4 main dancers, her suit goes out, and we're like, "Oh no!" And you know, I get the people over there.
Like, hurry up, fix a suit. It's time to go.
Let's do the suit. They fix a suit. Like, everybody celebrating. Yeah, let's go. And then, like, we smell some smoke. And then it's like somebody's on fire. And then somebody was like, your suit's smoking. I was like, what? And
You're the one on fire.
Yeah, it was me. So then they rushed to me, and it was like, like try to. Did
they extinguish you? Like, did they put you out?
No, because it wasn't like a firefight. It was just the start of a fire before it got far. So you know, lucky I wasn't. You know.
That means you're just hot, literally. That's all that means.
Yeah, but like it was like it's cool. Your legs and your leg lights and your chest like
will still go off.
It was like just your back. they were like, I was like, okay. None of them worked though. But you know, I went out there. It was a good learning moment though, because you know I was honestly thinking about just saying like, you know, forget the performance.
Yeah.
You know.
But I'm glad you pushed through, man. No, I'm glad you pushed through. Let's get into this record, Panini, real quick, because you have to get ready to get out of here. Yes, this is Panini. It's Hip Hop Nation, Lil Nas X and Swaggy Sie. Yes, it is the Culture Trap. It is Swaggy Sie, and it is Lil Nas X in the building. I bought some paninis for him, but he was like, "Yo, Swaggy, I'm full. It's cool. Don't worry about it."
No, they smell bomb though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they're fire, man. You know, I wouldn't do you wrong. Yes. Before you get out of here, I have to ask this one question. My little brother, who was very upset that he could not be here, he had prior obligations, school, right? He wanted to ask you a question, right?
Yes.
So he said, how did you know what you wanted to do? Like, how did you know you wanted to be a rapper or an artist? And when did you know that was what you wanted to do?
Honestly, I didn't know literally until last year. So, you know, that's why, you know, I say, if you're like, and you're in a place right now and you don't know what you want to do with your life, it could take years to know, or it could take months or even weeks, or, you know, you may think you found what you want to do, but you haven't yet. But, you know, it's going to come to you. You just got to be patient, I guess. Yes.
All right, you hear that, Max? And he's only 11 years old. So I'm like, how deep are you in thought right now? At 11 years old, you're trying to figure out like your life lesson. So what's gonna be next for Lil Nas X? Because you do have to get out of here soon. But is there gonna be a tour for 7? What's popping?
I want to have a complete album out first, and then I'm gonna go on a tour. Honestly, yeah. So I want to release a full album off the EP, and then, you know, want to do a tour.
All right, and then you're gonna come back here and celebrate with us at Hip Hop Nation, man. Yes. Lil Nas X, let everybody know where to follow you.
Follow me at Lil Nas X, LILNASX, on all platforms. Let's get it.
Yes, because he is the most influential guy on social media right now, and I am at Swaggy Sie, not as influential, but yes, we get it popping. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. It's Hip Hop Nation.
Thank you.